Hey YouTube, it's Tammy C. Walker, owner of Dreams Are Reality. Why? Because dreams, they really are a reality. This channel is all about light and love. I created this channel to help others feel inspired, positive, and to get the love and to have the life they truly deserve. If you are new to my channel, welcome on board. Please remember to hit that like button. That helps get my videos circulated to other beautiful people like yourself. Today, I must talk about, does couple therapy work? I want to talk about this subject because it's something that fell into my lap around 3 years ago when I first started working under a practice that I'm at. I wanted to run and hide from couples therapy because I could do individual therapy, but I hadn't not had much experience with couples. I found it cumbersome, tedious. It just was hard, to be blunt. I felt like I was at a tennis match, going back and forth, trying to figure out who to listen to. I felt like I didn't know how to control the room when the couples were arguing. I didn't know how to diffuse it. But that's how life goes. You learn the more you do it. And again, after 2020, I keep getting more and more couples. And now it's become one of the things that I truly enjoy doing. My couples are so sweet. They have given me such good compliments. And they also have sent me referrals. It really touches my heart and it's possibly my niche. One of them. I love working with women and helping build self-esteem. That's my other niche. So maybe I'll be putting those two together and that might be my focus, like relationship counseling, or who knows? Who knows what the future holds? So I want to give you some tips on proof that couples therapy truly works. So first of all, I wanted to find out the success rate of couples therapy is 70%. I think that's very high and a good rate of positivity. A little more information, 50% of couples have actually gone to therapy. And both of those numbers are great. To know that half the couples that have gotten married have taken out the time to better their marriage by going to couples therapy, that says a lot. So see, love does exist and people do want to stay married or stay as a couple. So here are some of the tips to show you that, of course, it works. Anything works if you work it. But tip number one, I think therapy for a couple or counseling for a couple works because it is self-reflecting. When you do go and talk to your counselor, it will make you look within. So you have to be open, you have to be honest and ready to do the work on yourself. But the counselor will point out some things. Your partner, they're going to say some things during the session. And once you have a chance to process everything, it makes you reflect and look within. And if you can look within yourself and be brutally honest, you can truly improve upon some of the things that are mentioned. Sometimes we feel we're right. We feel we are doing everything perfectly. But when you hear it from your partner, or more importantly, a third person, a counselor, it may actually click. That's tip number one. Tip number two, it can break up the monotony. We all know if you've been with someone 20 years, 10 years, sometimes even 5 years, it could get stale and boring. This doesn't happen because your partner is a bad person or you're a bad person. This is 2021 where we are working like dogs. Like someone pointed out today, the salaries are not keeping up with the high cost of rent. I've noticed gas has shot back up. So some people have to work 2 jobs just to keep things going. If you're working so hard, sometimes you neglect yourself and you truly may neglect your partner. But going to counseling will bring it back full circle and it can help break up the monotony and get you back to dating and mating and relating, the thing that initially got you all together. Tip number 3, it can help you stop taking your spouse for granted. I think sometimes when we're with these amazing people, we forget the beauty of having someone that has your back. Everyone is not built like that. There are some selfish people out here, and it's me, me, me. But if you get a beautiful woman that has your back, she's your biggest cheerleader. When you're down and out, she picks you up. If you have that great guy that's your support system, you're in school working on your master's degree or your bachelor's degree, they had your back. They help balance things out with you and the kids. We can't take these great people for granted. Sometimes going to counseling points out the great attributes of your partner that we tend to overlook. Tip number 4, a good therapist like myself or a good counselor, they always have great tools to help you improve yourself. I tell my clients, I tell my viewers, I'm big on meditation, I'm big on journaling, I'm big on reading. I send out YouTube videos, I send out worksheets. I'm big on essential oils. I always say try exercise, yoga. I believe in a whole lot of things. So if you get a good counselor, he or she, they're going to leave you with good tools that you can use as an individual, but also as a couple. Tip number 5, it can refresh and revive your dull relationship. It kind of goes back to my other one. But sometimes it is boring. You look at each other like, oh my goodness, there's got to be more to this than what we're doing. And you get that epiphany like, oh, we need to go on a trip. We need to try some couples yoga. We need to dress up and, excite each other again. The same thing that got you all together. When you first meet somebody, it is all in, they are all in, and that can quickly fade away. It takes work. It's not just, I love you, I do, let's do this. You still have to show up every day. Tip number 6, it can show your love language. Some people, they're a giver. Some people, they love the sense of touch. Some people are more intimate. Whatever your language is, this will help you. You can take a test and it can show you what your love language is, and it'll help your partner understand you better. Sometimes we beat each other up. We're like, I don't understand her. I don't understand him. He seems like he doesn't care. But if we know each other's love language, this can help. We are all individuals. We all come from a different mom, a different father. It's what we saw in the household. What we saw, what we seen, what was seen in the household, what we saw. You all know what I mean. What happened growing up as a child? Maybe your dad didn't communicate with mom, and that's how the household was ran, and now you're doing that. Maybe mom was guarded. Now you're guarded. Maybe dad was not there. Maybe mom was not there. This all plays a key role in how you treat your husband, your boyfriend, how your wife, your, girlfriend treats you. Sometimes counseling will have us look at that trauma, dig deep within, process the trauma, and, not get over it. I don't like that term, but move from it or know how to process it and deal with it. And last but not least, I just love the men. They are leaning into counseling. They're showing up. The men are saying to their partner, let's go to counseling. And I always tell the ladies or, the men, if your partner is suggesting it, be excited. They're in, so you get in with them, and together you can solve these problems. Men are becoming more vulnerable. They are opening up themselves to therapy. They are talking about this with other men. And it is a beautiful thing because back in the day, especially in the Black community, going to therapy was taboo. I'm not crazy. I'm not sitting on nobody's couch. I don't want nobody knowing our business. We are a very guarded group of people, rightfully so at times, but this is not 1970. This is 2021 where things are progressing, evolving, and we are becoming more in tune with ourselves. So I hope these tips will make you feel better about going to couples counseling. I think personally couples counseling is amazing. If you're thinking about throwing in the towel, if you're frustrated, give it a try. 70% of couples that go, that it is successful. So that's not 30%, that's not 40%, it's 70. That's a high number. Before you throw in the towel, before you just get back out there, think the grass is greener on the other side. See if you can find you a good counselor and revive your marriage or your relationship. Interview that therapist or counselor. Give it a try, one or two sessions. If they are not a good fit, then find you somebody else. Do not continue going to someone that's falling asleep on you, boring, or maybe just not a good fit, and that's okay. We know we're not everyone's cup of tea. Tammy Sharice Walker, I am getting out of here. I hope you liked my video. Drop me some comments about couples therapy, couples counseling, or even if you're open to it for your future, because I know you're getting married and I know you're about to have a relationship. I'm signing off. Take care of yourself.